Interviewing for a senior mechanical position. For the on-site interview, they are asking me to fill out a PowerPoint presentation, 25 to 30 minutes. This seems odd to me. Am I overreacting? I'm currently casually looking around for another job. I'm a senior mechanical engineer at my current role, 7 years in my current role, 13 years of total experience, and this would be just a move to a different company closer to home rather than an increase in title. I've been through one round of interviews, teams with the hiring managers. I was just sent an invite to the on-site interview and it included a request for me to fill out a PowerPoint presentation and give that presentation. They expect the presentation to be lasting 25 to 30 minutes. The content of the presentation is mostly fluff questions like why choose this company, how do you emulate our values, overview of my resume, key achievement, why you. To me, this seems a little odd for a senior level role. These questions to me are geared towards entry level candidates. I also feel like I'm rehashing what was already discussed in the previous interview. I'm a little offended by the request, and they've given me short notice. I have to have this PowerPoint to them by midday Tuesday. Am I overreacting? I think you are. I think that senior level people need to be able to communicate effectively, and it seems like they've picked a little easy task for you. I think it would be unreasonable if they asked you to present like a 25 to 30-minute talk on something that is just like something that you'd have to research or something that you'd have to do intense time, like doing like I guess busy work or like a sample project for them. This looks like it's a 25 to 30-minute presentation on stuff that you should already know the answer to that shouldn't take too long for you to create. It should be, in my opinion, 25 to 30 minutes. That's probably 2 minutes per slide, 15 slides. And you could do 4 bullet points tops on each slide. I don't think that this presentation needs to be something that you need to spend a bunch of time on when it comes to drafting out every single thing. As you said, this is stuff that you've already talked to them about in interviews, and maybe this will be the opportunity for you to just demonstrate your communication skills to a larger audience and help a little bit larger audience of people see what the other people that have interviewed you to this point like about you and the reason why they want you to continue interviewing. So this seems actually like a pretty innocuous request trying to understand your communication abilities. And yeah, I wouldn't read too far into it if it was me in this position. Fluff questions, why choose this company? You should already know that. How do you emulate our values? Probably a question you've already answered in an interview. Overview your resume. It's easy to talk about yourself. In fact, you can probably make that the majority of your talk. And if you're looking for something to fill that 25 to 30 minutes with, you can pick a particular project or a couple accomplishments. The next one is key achievement. So a couple individual things that stand out to you that are things that you're proud of and that you'd like people to know about you. And then why you, it's just, again, why you think you're a fit for the company and why you think that the company is a fit for you. So yeah, this just seems like I know it sounds like it's geared towards entry level candidates, and you're rehashing what's already discussed in the previous interview. But this seems like more of a can you communicate effectively, and what are your communication skills like type of question than we want this candidate to do a bunch of research. And the fact that it's being asked to be prepared on very short notice kind of supports that, right? Like they're not expecting you to give a super polished thing, but they just want to know how you communicate and let more people get to know you. Top question, I would say reasonable for a senior position. This seems to be a culture fit presentation rather than anything. Oh, somebody else does it. We do this at my company for 2 reasons. First, to make sure you can communicate effectively to a group of people, something you constantly do as an engineer. And second, it makes the rest of the interviews that day go smoothly. You can spend more time getting to know the people you would be working with, and vice versa, rather than you rehashing your resume for 30 minutes every time you sit down with a new person. That's a great idea. Obviously, the point is to demonstrate your presentation skills. Giving a PowerPoint presentation in front of a group of people is a pretty common task for a lot of engineers. To me, this sounds like a layup. I wouldn't stress about it. It's not a TED Talk. You don't have to blow anybody's minds or bring the audience to tears. Just demonstrate that you can get up in front of people and give a basic presentation without passing out. FYI, the higher you get in the org chart, the more fluff the content of your presentations become, so get used to it, LOL. All right, so consensus is pretty aligned with my view on this one, and yeah, cool. All right.
communicating, I'm miscommunicating. I just made a pilot, then they threw me on the stations. Now I'm not complaining, my thoughts get complicated, I cannot explain in layman's. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.